Greetings everyone and welcome back to my Skyward Sword walkthrough, and now we're at part 7. I'm going to carry on in the Farron Woods, and today we're going to pretty much get to the first dungeon of the entire game, which is the Skyview Temple. Even though when you get to it, it's called the Forest Temple, but we all know it's the Skyview Temple, even though it's down on the ground and it has no view of the sky, so what the hell. So this isn't really the dungeon here, it's like a little path leading up to it. And who could that be? Man. Apparently that's the villain, but we won't get to meet him until later on, so, you know, hold your horses, everyone. Alright, so now we're diving in a bit deeper into Farron Woods. It's still pretty much the same deal, but a bit more bottomless pits around here. Whoa, look at that. Be careful not to fall around here, it's really dangerous. And there we go, more speed painting, that's pretty damn nice. Okay, there's Link, yes, I know. Do they have to do this every time you enter a new area? Anyway, so... V. I have confirmed the plant life of this area matches that of Farron Woods. We have reached the area locally referred to as the Deep Woods. Now we should continue toward the temple and search for Zelda. Okay, what do you think we're going to do? Alright, so... oh, now we got another enemy down here, so... alright, so you saw this guy like blow on a horn, so... why is he deflecting all my attacks? Alright, so when he does that, he calls for backup, and these bees are really damn annoying. Anyway, when you get the bug net, you'll actually be able to catch these bees and they become much less of a problem. So, yeah, make sure we get that bug net pretty soon. Alright, so yeah, that tough guy is always going to be kind of tough the first time around. Blocks quite a few of your attacks pretty damn well, so yeah. And that douse button is not going to stop beeping until I do something about it. So, let's press C. After we see what treasures we have, oh look at that, beautiful, 4 amber relics. Alright, so, yeah, pretty much points to the temple, but we're not really there yet. And anyway, so we can roll into this, we can pick up all the bugs that fall down from the tree. And, yeah, so that's a woodland rhino beetle, very nice. And now we can get this little honey pot, hornet larvae, whatever you want to call it. So, yeah, these materials, bugs, whatever you want to call them, go into making better potions, better weapons. So, make sure you collect as many materials or treasure as you can, because it all comes very useful later on. Especially if you want to get like the best stuff as soon as possible. So yeah, pick up whatever materials or things that you can as soon as you can. So now we got another enemy here, no problem. Fatal blow it is. Okay. I'm so used to having the best sword in the game because I'm so far now in my other file. I'm pretty sure I'm right at the end of the game. I'm in like the 7th dungeon. And it's the secret to everyone where it actually is. So yeah. Yeah, so fruits like these, yeah, if you actually stab them, you can pick them up and... yeah, by all means throw them, but that's not going to reach, so yes, let's get that slingshot out. Shoot this thing. There we go. And down it falls. Oh no, angry bees! Run! Alright, so yeah, they won't really do anything. Alright, make sure you get rid of them before you go tightroping, because they can screw you over. Man, these are really strong bees. They actually like push you around when they bite you or sting you, whatever. Anyway, they're going to die soon, seeing as they stung me. Never mind. Alright, so now I've got to tread carefully along this, so gain all my stamina back so I can walk across it quickly, and... oh no, there's an enemy on the other side. Hopefully he doesn't get onto the tightrope as well. Yeah, so enemies actually tend to do that. They get onto the tightrope as well, and yes, they knock you off. So, if he was close enough, what we'd actually get him to do is to actually go onto the tightrope as well, which is what I'm going to do now. So, try and get his attention somehow. Alright, whatever, I kind of stunned him, whatever. So, if he actually gets onto the tightrope before you do, you can use the slingshot to knock him off, and it's very helpful. So, now he's going to follow me on. So, this is kind of what I want him to do. So, now he's going to try and come to me and hit me. What you want to do is get off, equip your slingshot, and watch him fall to his death. So, goodbye. And that's how you get past this little puzzle here. I'm pretty sure if you don't do that, unless like you're very lucky, you won't actually be able to get to the other side. So, make sure you actually have every effort that you can to get that guy off. Anyway, if you go up here, you'll be able to create a little shortcut back to the beginning where that tree was with the Deku hornets. So, yeah, that's why they're actually called Deku hornets, not just bees. And there we go. That becomes a very useful shortcut later on when they get rid of that tightrope we walked across earlier. So, yeah, make sure you push that log down. Anyway, now continue on. We're a little bit closer to that temple, so... oh man. This is where the game finally picks up. And there we go. Shield deflection for the win. Alright, so now we've got to like go up here a little bit. So, just throw yourself across this little ledge here. Don't care how you do it. I like to just thrust my Wii remote right to left, and there we go. Ah, finally. Alright, so down here we got more of these enemies. So, alright, so get onto the tightrope a little bit, so the enemy recognizes you. And okay, so now he's actually finally on it. Link, don't fall, please. Alright, now we've got to knock him off. And now we've got to get these little green things off as well, just so you don't get them attached onto you and they explode and you fall off to your death. So there we go. I really like these puzzles. Like, every puzzle in this game is pretty much nice and fresh, so like, whenever I come to a new puzzle, I like explaining it to you guys. Makes me feel like a big man. Alright, never mind. Ah, damn it, get off of me! Alright, so now that we have the slingshot, we can return to Skyloft and actually enter Beedle's shop. And Beedle's shop gives you, allows you to buy the bug net, which is what I really want to get. So, this bird statue right here, I'm going to activate it and then fly up to the sky, and I'll meet you guys back in Skyloft. Well, okay, so here we are back in Skyloft, and if you land in front of the bazaar, then you'll see Beedle's shop quickly just rise up right behind you. You can see Beedle's shop on your map, like, never mind. Yeah, if you zoom in, you can see his little face flying around. So anyway, hitting that bell, the slingshot, will allow this to come down, and yeah, you pretty much just hold on to it, and it will raise you straight up to Beedle's shop. There's no way to quickly climb this thing, so yeah, we're going to have to just kind of wait it out. So I think 200 rupees is a good amount to be here with, so let's see what we could buy here. Now, you'll be able to get the bug net, which is what I'm going to get first. You get that heart medal, which gives you an extra heart to your lifespan, and that's Beetle. Oh, you've come all this way. It's so rare to have a customer here. Beedle's airship has everything you could ever want. Please take a look around. And if you actually buy something, that would be even better. Now, if you actually leave his shop without buying anything, he gets really mad, and he releases you through a trapdoor, which actually, like, it doesn't really kill you, it doesn't really hurt you at all, it just throws you back down to Skyloft. So yeah, these, oh, look at that, 100 rupees, I bet we can actually get that. Let's just see how much the bug net costs. So this is, I think it's like 50 rupees. Blah 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 blah. Yes, 50 rupees, yeah, so we can get that, extra wallet as well. Now, alright, the bug net pretty much just allows you to catch every bug without, like, killing it. So you're gonna have to approach some bugs slowly before they run away. And yeah, I'm just klepto like that. I like to collect as many bugs as I can. This rupee wallet here adds 300 to whatever wallet you currently have, so it's best to get as many of these as you can. Like, I think in the end he ends up selling you about 3 of them, or maybe 2 of them, and like one you have to find somewhere else. Oh no, wait, he sells you 3 of them, yeah. Anyway, in that adventurer's pouch that you see over on the left here, let's just see how much that costs. Alright, this heart medal actually costs about 800 rupees, so we're not going to get that just yet. And yeah, this adds another little spot to your adventure pouch, so you'll be able to carry more bottles or like for like potions and stuff, so it's really useful. And yeah, that's all we needed from Beedle's shop, so I'll meet you guys back in Farron Woods. Okay, so now we're back in Farron Woods, and there's my battery life going all out of whack, so yeah, I've kind of spent my entire battery life on this Wii Remote playing pretty much this game, so yeah, now it's on a red, and it'll actually stay pretty well, like, it shouldn't run out. Yeah, so Fee actually tells you that your Wii Remote batteries are nearly depleted whenever they are, so yeah, every now and then she might tell me that they're running out of batteries, and sadly I don't have any new ones right now, so you guys are going to have to bear with that little thing in the corner for a little bit, so I apologise. Anyway, so yeah, the rest of this should be pretty much a cakewalk. You can pretty much just walk right up to the temple now. Alright, so this guy, you want to block his attack and then spin attack, and then we go that kills him instantly. You don't have to put up with this shape shifting, it gets really annoying, so yeah, that's all you really have to do. And up here is a little chest. Nothing too big, but should be a bunch of rupees. There we go, 20. Very nice, everyone likes 20 rupees. They're just the most average gem, it's not too much, and it's not too small either. So alright, here we go, Gorko again. Now, there is a face I know. Hey, bud. Let's talk to him. I tell you, your timing could not have been better. Look here, I stumbled onto one of these things just now, and it looks just like something I've seen in those ancient texts. Ah, goddess cubes. We'll find lots of them. If I remember right, yep, this is one of those things the goddess was said to have left behind for the hero of legend. Pretty amazing, right? I haven't thought up a name for these things. I've been calling them the goddess cubes. Makes sense, right? Those ancient texts say some real interesting stuff about these things. How did it go again? Let me see. Summoning forth the light from a heavenly blade and made the sword master receive aid. So, there you have it. I see you got yourself a sword there. What do you say we try and crack the mystery of this cube together? Sure. Hey, thanks a billion, bud. Yeah, so this guy's pretty friendly. I like him. This cube is made of some sort of metal I have never seen. I have whirled on it, but nothing happens. You know, Bud, I would say the key to cracking this egg is that one line. You know, the light from a heavenly blade? Yeah, so it's pretty obvious what you have to do at this point. Just give it a skyward strike, whichever way you want. So this being the first, I'm going to give it a nice spin attack. So there we go. And yeah, so this little light flies up to the sky, and somewhere in the sky, like a chest will become openable that you normally couldn't open. So it's kind of like the treasure charts in Wind Waker, where like you could pretty much fish for new treasure. Anyway, the cube just shot up into the sky. I think it reacted to the whirly beam that shot out of your sword. And where do you think the cube shot off to anyhow? This mystery just got a whole lot more mysterious. The texts say the cubes like that are all over this land. Tell you what, you blast as many of those cubes as you can find. If you find out more about them along the way, you can come and see me. I don't know how many exactly there are in this game, but I have found all of them, so I know where exactly each and every one of them are. So there are quite a few that we've already come across that we could not have yet actually used because like we weren't at a good height or whatever. So yeah, many of them you might come across, but you won't actually be able to get. So yeah, at some point in this walkthrough I will be able to get each and every single one of them. So you guys don't worry your little blue heads about it. Right, so as you might have seen, yeah, we've got another goddess cube right here. And pretty much, you don't have to go searching for the chest. Like on your map, it will actually be shown in the sky. Like it'll be like a shining, like violet chest. So it shouldn't be too hard to find at all. So yeah, nothing too hard about that. There's also a goddess cube right up there as well, but you'll need the claw shots later on to actually reach it. Master Jake, I've detected Zelda's aura emanating from within the structure. Well, look at that. The first temple of the game. The puzzle to actually get into this thing actually confused me for quite a while when I first got to it. However, I have also detected the presence of numerous monsters. Are you sure you want to proceed? Of course. It would be unwise to display overconfidence here. Within the walls of this place, no one will come to your aid. Aw. That's bad to know. If you feel unprepared to face the dangers ahead, consider returning to the sky to properly equip yourself. It would be wise to carry a shield to protect yourself as well as a stock of potions to restore lost hearts. Now we would continue the search for Zelda. Okay, so all that's left is just get into that temple, and I might end the part there. Yeah, looks like I'm running out of time. I don't actually have a lot of space on my computer, so I can't really do such a big recording today. Anyway, so this tablet here will actually give you a bit of a hint on how to actually get into the temple, and it's the only hint you'll actually get. He who descended from above, look to the star that the bird rising heavenward gazes upon, and aim your shot there. So, what bird are they talking about? Well, we'll get to that pretty soon. Anyway, so, alright, so we've got some birds around here. You can actually catch these with your bug catching net, so approach it slowly. You don't want to go a bit too much. If you find a blue bird, it gives you a different type of treasure. Like, a regular bird like this just gives you a bird feather. But, yeah, blue birds give you blue feathers. They're not really much harder to catch. But it's a different material that you'll actually want because they're pretty damn special. And used in quite a lot of potions and upgrading materials. So yeah, later on if you have those claw shots, you can actually claw yourself up there, walk along there and get a nice goddess cube. So we'll be returning to that later on. And anything else along this side, if I don't remember correctly. Oh yes, we have a grasshopper. Grasshopper right here, so let's approach it slowly. You don't want it to jump away. Alright, come on. Nice grasshopper. No one's going to hurt you. Bam! There we go. So you caught one Farron grasshopper, etc. Blah, blah, blah. Every time you find a bug, like every time like you reset the game, it will go through this little process. But if I was to find another grasshopper right now, it would just like pop up on top of Link's head like collecting another rupee. So you wouldn't have to go through that entire debacle of like watching that little cutscene over and over again. So that's a bird, and it's facing skyward. So oh look at that, there's a switch. My god. It actually took me forever to find that the first time. I don't know why. Anyway, so there we go, now the gate opens. If you actually hit some of the gems on that bird, you'll actually get a few rupees, so maybe I should have showed that to you guys, I don't know. So look at that. I like how they actually go downstairs. It reminds me of the first Zelda game, like every time you go into a dungeon, like Link would walk downstairs, so now it's kind of like being remade. And Link has that exact same animation every time you walk through into a new dungeon. And that battery icon on the bottom right is kind of getting on my nerves. Ugh. Should have done this recording earlier before I started playing the other file. Jeez. This game is so dang gripping. So Skyview Temple, deep beneath the surface is the view of the sky. Anyway, so that's all we're actually going to do for this part today, so thank you guys for watching, and Master, I have bad news, the auras of many creatures reverberate throughout this temple. As a result, I cannot isolate Zelda's aura. You will not be able to track her here. Given the situation, I suggest you look around and see where we should move to next. So anyway, look, there's a save point right here, and that's where I'm going to end the video, so thank you guys for watching, I'll see you guys later, goodbye.